What's going on, YouTube? It's James with ChiHammer Fantasy Battles. Oh, that hurt my ears. Stop, James. I love your videos, but you can't kill my ears, guys. Deal with it. It's the way I am. Anyways, what's going on, guys? It's James with ChiHammer, and I'm here to give you another battle report. And this time I got a game against. This is round 4 of Okon, so this is day 2, round 4. Now, all the lists were posted on the Okon thing a couple days right before Okon, so we were able to study the list. But this is one of the lists that was not on there because the guy submitted it like the day after lists were put in. So this is Nick Rodrigo, and he's playing a Dread Elf army. And this is actually a rematch from Okon last year. Nick and I got a game last year at Okon, and he won that game. So it's definitely my rematch going on here. Anyways, let's go over what he has in the army. And if you don't know what I have, I put my stuff up on Battle Reports 1 and 2. If you haven't caught up, and if you're curious, like, what does that Koopa guy have? Or, as you guys say, Cooper. What does that Cooper guy have? Go to my first Battle Reports, in the first 1 and 2 of this tournament, and you'll see what I have. Anyways, let's move on. So, first off, for my Pyromancy, I got a Pyroclastic Flow, I got Enveloping Embers, I got Flaming Swords, and Cascading Fire. I honestly was thinking about just making my own fluff for this and changing what every spell says for something more goblin-y. So, like, instead of immolation, it's going to be just like a goblin pit that they just dug up a pit and you fall in the trap, goblin traps. But I was just thinking about doing something like that just because, I understand the whole Pyromancy thing, but don't worry. Anyways, all I was saying is I wanted to make my own cards. The only reason I won't is because they're going to change the magic paths in September anyway, so there's no point in me making up all this fluff and then they're just going to change it anyways. So, for my opponent Nick, he has a block, and I mean a huge block of 30-something Corsairs. Let's see, that's a 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 5 by 7. What is that? Freaking 35. But it's a couple guys in the back, and then he has a BSB. So that's a lot of damn Corsairs. They do have innate defense and heavy armor or light armor shield or something like that, so they have a good armor save. They're pretty decent. I mean, they're only strength 3, which is kind of the downfall of them, but I could see some good usage out of this unit right here. And then he has right next to him a Hydra. Next to that Hydra, he has some repeater crossbows, which I'll show a better picture of it. Here you go. And he has another unit of repeater crossbows. He has the Altar that gives everybody a 5-up ward or -1 to shoot or something like that. I forgot what it was. And then on a Pegasus in the background, he has his Witch. And the Witch has... Man, I don't remember which spell it was. I want to say it's Alchemy. I think he only had 2 spells of Alchemy. He wasn't really fond of the magic. Over here he has 3 chariots. One of them is his general. 2 of them are just raptor chariots. Then he has another Hydra, and he has more bolt throwers. So that's basically it. Now, we were deploying, and I'm going to show you this picture right here. I believe this is battle line. I want to say it's just battle line, hold the center. That's all it was. But I started deploying, and I deployed the wolf chariot in the forest, and I'm thinking okay, it's hold the center, so I'm gonna have to get in the center. So I started putting everybody from left to right, going for the middle, right? Well, he first put his bolt throwers on the opposite end, then he puts his monsters and chariots on the opposite end. Then he decides he's just gonna deploy on the corner, and he just deploys everything in that corner. And I was like, ah, shit, which makes me have to deal with turning around and I'm about to get flanked. And he's gonna go past the building. Building's gonna be in my way. All that jazz, and it's just this kind of sucks for me. So I was just damn, I didn't it kind of went against me immediately because I was oh crap, I didn't think that he was going to go that way. He takes his Vanguard with his Corsairs, and they just start going on this side of the building, and I'm like, motherfucker, and he takes turn 1. So Dread Elves turn 1. As you can see, he starts coming around the flank, around the building, and I'm just oh god, that was a good strategy. It really was a good strategy. The one thing it was unexpected, but it's also hold the center. So I'm to me, I'm how is he planning on holding the center? Of course, his repeater bolt thrower guys are sitting back, so they could actually just kind of march up there if they want on the turn 5 and 6. But we'll see what he does. So he just kind of takes over this side. Magic Face. He got 9 power dice. He goes ahead and he does one spell of alchemy. I think it was the Quicksilver Lash or something else, the Silver Spike. He gets it off, with double sixes. Hits my chariot, does 1 wound only, and miscasts huge and destroys his wizard. Oh crap. And for the record, at the end when I tally up points, those points of the wizard blowing herself up goes to my dragon rammer, because the dragon rammer earned those points for killing the wizard. Holy crap. And that was the start of the game. Shooting phase didn't do much because everybody's either behind hills or too far. Nothing really happened. And that was it, man. Oh my god. It's going to go ahead and start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 1. Orcs and Goblins turn 1. So I see this here. I'm like, well, fuck it. He's close enough where I could charge him. And I'm going to charge him. I'm going to just go balls to the walls, let the freaking green idol go in. If I do that, because if I don't do that, basically, even though I could shoot at him for a turn, my whole goal here is let the green idol go in. Now, if you watch my last couple battle reports, every time I go into a horde, especially guys with strength 3 hitting, they're not going to do shit to the wounds me. They're going to do maybe a wound or two. I have impact hits, I have thunder stomps, and I'll be killing chunks and chunks and chunks of guys by the time that, you know, a couple rounds passes by. Now, of course, he's going to get his chariots and whatever, but it'll allow me to finagle my guys to get closer in the next turn. So, or this turn. So the idol gets in. Boom, boom, boom. And not only does the idol get in, Joe Getzy from ChiHammer walks by and looks at me and he goes, "You charged the idol in there?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I charged the idol in there." And he's like, "Why?" I go, "Because I have faith in my idol, man. You gotta have faith in my idol. My idol Crom is just like a freaking wrecking machine right now." So anyways, I go ahead and I start moving. I move Koopa up. I move the Orcs to turn face the flank, and then I move the Dragon Rammer out to the flank over on that side. I figured if he's going to charge in with his Hydra or anything, it's going to be on that side, not closer to my guys. And yeah, that's basically how it looks. Magic phase, I got 8 power dice. I go ahead and I do nothing. Apparently my magic phase, nothing really happened because my wizard was not in the best of positions. Shooting phase, this bolt thrower shoots at his freaking altar, gets a wound off. Holy crap, that never happens. I had to release my fanatics because I moved my goblins up closer to his corsairs. I released them and I go ahead and I protect my flank of my idol this way, and I throw them out. Hindsight's 2020. What I should have done was kind of just throw them into the corsairs and just tore up a couple corsairs. I might have wounded my idol 1 or 2 wounds, but it really didn't matter. These guys are going to go ahead and shoot, even though they're all falling off. And they shoot at the freaking Hydra. They do 1 wound. And then we're going to go to close combat. Close combat. Impact hits. Boom! Take out 2. He goes ahead and he swings. He ends up racking up 3 wounds. Alright? I go ahead and I swing. And I whiff. I whiff big. And I'm like, okay, well, it's cool. Thunderstomps will make up for it. Nope. Thunderstomps, I got a 1. And I killed 1 guy. Ah, shit. So I have a charge and 3 wounds. He has 3 wounds, banner, and BSB. Or 3 ranks, banner, BSB, and 3 wounds. I lose combat. My freaking idol runs. I'm like, God damn it, Joe. You freaking jinxed me. You jinxed me, Joe. And he's going to run. And it's going to go ahead and start off. I get away, actually. And it's going to start off turn 2 Dread Elves. Turn 2 Dread Elves. So he charges my goblins. And you go ready to see what happened. I thought about this long and hard. I figured if he charges into my goblins and he overruns into my idol, he's going to get both units. Basically, he's going to kill my goblins no matter what. I'm not stopping somebody who's hitting me on 2s, wounding me on 3s or 4s, but with that many attacks. He's going to just shred my goblins up. I already know I'm going to lose the unit. I might stand and shoot, kill 1. I might actually hit and kill another, but that's about it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to flee. My fanatics are out. I'm going to flee through my idol. But now he cannot redirect into my idol because he cannot see it behind the hill. So I'm like, it gives my idol 1 chance. And as you can see, my general and my BSB are right there. They're right there in the same picture. He's within 12 inches. I could get a re-rollable 9 and stay on the table and save my idol. So I'm like, okay, I'll take 1 for the team. Goblins run off the table. I'm like, alright, fine. So then he goes ahead and he redirects into the Dragon Rammer. And I'm like, alright, I'm going to just stand there because if I run, I'm just going to die. He actually fails that charge, which wasn't bad. He goes ahead and moves up. I think he tried to charge his other chariot, and he failed that one too. But everybody else is going to go ahead and start moving this way. He's going to start using the hill to his advantage. He's getting away from the fanatics. These guys are going to go ahead and start off shooting phase, and they're going to go ahead and shoot my fanatics, and both of them just kill the fanatics. And then this bolt thrower here is going to take long shots into my freaking Dragon Rammer that ends up killing my Dragon Rammer. Oh my god. It was nasty. It hit like 5 hits, 5 wounds. I was like, whoa. Just killed it. This one over here starts shooting at my wolf chariot that was creeping up, and ends up putting on 3 wounds onto the wolf chariot. And then that's about it. It's going to go ahead and start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Woo! Alright. So, I charged, and this is a picture of the aftermath. I charged my general's bunker into the flank of his Corsairs. I measured it out. I have 10 inches between the rock and the building, so I could fit in there in horde formation, get the flank charge, and I call it the Wog. So I have to charge Koopa, because Koopa was technically in my way, so I had to charge Koopa, and I had to charge my general's bunker into the flank of those Corsairs. The general failed. Koopa goes in alone. I'm like, fuck. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and start moving towards the center, because that's basically what's going to win me the game. I moved my wolf chariot out of line of sight of his bolt throwers, because I'm like, I'm just going to get shot to death, and it's giving him points. So Magic Fade's got 9 power dice. I go ahead and I do a ruby ring onto his Hydra, does a couple wounds. I go ahead and I do a pyroclastic flow onto his Hydra, and it actually fails to wound him. Then I go ahead and I do a cascading fire onto Koopa's fat ass, and just start his fat ass on fire. Oh man. Shooting phase. I'm going to shoot this guy into the Hydra. I end up putting on another wound. Freaking bazooka the long shot. Oh, I love those poison shots. Cluck, cluck. Alright. And close combat over here. I challenge with Koopa. He accepts with his champion. I don't even think I challenged. I think he challenged with his champ just to get, because he wanted to keep the steadfast and didn't want me just sniping his BSB. So Koopa goes ahead and kills him. And then you can see Koopa's banner like, Koopa's banner is laughing for Koopa. Koopa, you fat fuck. He killed the champ, 4 wounds, overkill with the flank. I went big. He freaking passes his steadfast and turns and faces me this way. The good news is nobody's threatening Koopa on the next charge here. So it's gonna go start off his turn. Dread Elves turn 3. Dread Elves turn 3 charges into my war machine here. Nothing I can do about that. And he starts moving his chariots around to start going towards my main combat, my main blocks. Yeah, that's how it looks like so. Magic, he turns off my cascading fire, shooting. This guy's going to go ahead and start shooting into my goblins, kills off 4 goblins. These guys are going to start shooting into my goblins. They end up killing off another goblin. And then this guy shoots into my freaking orcs, kills 2 orcs. And then that's about it. Over here, close combat. Close combat, I challenge with Koopa into his BSB's like, no, I don't want to do it. And I'm like, fine, fucker. I don't mind fighting all these strength 3 guys. I'm going to just kill them in chunks. So he goes ahead and he gets a bunch of wounds in. He gets 5 wounds or 6 wounds in. I armor and ward save them all. I go ahead and I swing back. I only kill 3 guys. I stomp. Nope, that's it. I only kill 3 guys. I am in trouble of failing my leadership check now, because he has 3 ranks and a banner. Yeah, just 3 ranks and a banner. Maybe a BSB if it counts still. But I end up sticking like on a 6, so it didn't really matter. And yeah, wow. Okay, this is gonna get hairy really quick. So he's gonna go ahead and put his BSB back, and it's gonna go start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. I cannot charge in anymore because I can't clear. I can't make 2 90-degree turns. So I just move my black orcs up, making sure I don't give up any flanks. Technically, his Hydra's behind the hill, so I'm fine with the Hydra not being able to charge into me. But I move my main block closures, and then I hide my wolf chariot behind the hill, because I'm just like, and that's basically where the wolf chariot hides the rest of the game, because I just don't want to give him free points. And then I move the goblins, I move the goblins just to shoot his freaking bolt thrower guys, because they're pissing me off. And yeah, that's how the table looks. Magic Phase, I got 6 power dice, and I go ahead and I do a ruby ring into the chariot, because that's the only target I had. I get 1 wound off. I go ahead and I do a pyroclastic flow onto the chariot, and I end up getting 2 more wounds off. Then I go ahead and I try to give Koopa cascading fire, and he stops it. Over here, close combat, I challenge again. I'm like, well, I'm going to keep on challenging, hoping that his BSB keeps running in the back, and then he fails a leadership check and just runs, right? Well, he's like, you know what, my BSB will accept it. And I'm like, fine. So I go ahead and I swing with Koopa, or he swings with his BSB, doesn't wound Koopa. Koopa swings back, and Koopa kills his BSB. Koopa, you fat fuck! I only got like 2 or 3 wounds off on him, and I think it's 3 wounds. And he freaking dies. I go ahead and he still wins combat. He still has 3 ranks and a banner, but I kill the guy. Koopa, I believe, runs. Does he run? No, I'm still there. I'm still there. Um, Koopa Sticks, General's right there. BSB's still there. And it's going to go ahead and start off his turn. Turn 4, Dread Elves. Turn 4, Dread Elves. Charges his freaking Hydra in. Okay, I knew that was coming. I mean, there's just no way around it. He's going to charge his Hydra in. Charges his Chariot in, charges his other Chariot in, charges his other Chariot in, charges his Altar in. And there is the Shy Ambulance. I had a feeling it was coming right now, guys. Where's the... Do it. It just did a... Looks like a small one. Anyways, so he's charging all the damn Chariots in. This is going to hurt like hell. He gets his General in, he gets his freaking Hydra in, gets his other Raptor Chariot in, gets his Altar into my Black Orcs. My Black Orcs are going to take a shit ton of hits. Oh, I hate Chariots. Actually, I love Chariots. I wish I had more Chariots, to be honest. Yeah, that's how it looks. He takes some DTs. No, he passes his DTs. But these guys are all just kind of wounded from all the pyromancy. Shooting phase over here is going to shoot this bolter into my goblins, kills 2. These guys are going to shoot into my goblins, kill 2 more. This guy shoots into my fucking goblins, kills a couple more. Oh my god, I'm just giving him my freaking goblins. My goblins didn't even shoot his guys. I think I just missed. Oh man. Over here, close combat. I challenge with Koopa. He accepts with his general. His general goes ahead and swings. He has like a strength 6 weapon. He ends up putting on a wound through Koopa's armor. Motherfucker. I go ahead and I swing back. I think... Oh no, his Raptor did 1 wound, then his General did 1 wound, and I failed to hit. I think I failed Fear, to be honest. Oh my god. So, Koopa runs away. He's in a chase and actually catches me. Yep, he catches me with the Hydra. His Corsairs do not chase, his General did chase, and basically that's how it looks. I think he was hoping just to kill Koopa outright and then overrun to my Black Orcs, but that just didn't happen because Koopa lived and ran away from the Corsairs. So, close combat over here. I guess I did wounds first. I did a wound with my General onto the Altar. He goes ahead and does impact hits, and he... Oh, fuck. I think he rolled like an 11 on impact hits, and he just... wiped out a good chunk of my guys. Then he goes in and swings and he kills a bunch more. And I think I went hand weapon shields just so I could like mitigate the damage, but Jesus Christ. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 guys are dead. 12. Oh man. Well, that Chariot only has 1 wound left, so I go ahead and I swing. I kill the damn Chariot, and then I try to do some wounds. I end up doing 2 wounds total to the Altar. The Altar has 3 wounds taken so far, and I stick because I'm stubborn, and I reform into ranks like so, hoping that I could get out of line of sight of his Corsairs, and I believe I do actually. And yeah, that's how the table looks. It gave me a little space for my goblins to do stuff, and whew, all right. My turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 4, 3, 4. All right. So there was not really much moving. I'm in a good spot with my shooting. His Hydras are open. His freaking Corsairs are open. I'm just going to lay waste to guys right now. So let's go ahead into Magic. Magic, I got 7 power dice. Go ahead and I do a Pyroclastic Flow. He stops it. I go ahead and I did a Ruby Ring. I think I failed it. Then I go ahead and I do freaking 4 dice onto Enveloping Embers. Oh, I love this spell. Especially against Elves. I killed 6 of them. Oh my god, that made my day right there. Just killing 6 pointy ear bastards. Evil pointy ear bastards. Shooting phase. These guys are just going to lay waste into the Hydra because the Hydra is the bigger threat. I do a couple wounds here. These guys are going to go finally shoot back. Finally shoot back because I've been doing moving, shooting, but finally they're just staring at those freaking crossbow guys, and brack, I kill 4 of them. He freaking panics. He runs through the trees and pops out this side over here and causes another panic check, but those guys pass. And that's basically where it is. I believe I did 1 wound on... I don't have the picture of the close combat, but I did 1 wound onto this Altar, and I didn't kill it. I think I was just going hand weapon shield because I didn't want to lose more bodies, but I was letting my General just take his chops, and the General just whiffed and did 1 wound. And it's going to start off his turn. Dread Elf's turn 4 or 5, somewhere around there. So he does have line of sight. He calls out for his Altar to give everybody like a hatred charge or something, so they get like a reroll on the charges if they don't make it the first time. So he's charging his Corsairs into my Goblins, he's charging his General into my Goblins, and he's charging his Hydra into the Goblins. The Hydra is a super far charge. It needs a 12. It needs the boxcars. The other 2 aren't that far. I think he needs like a 9 or 10 on the Corsairs and like a 7, 8 on the freaking chariot. I don't remember. So I go ahead and I stand and shoot. I kill 3 more of these guys. I just got to keep on picking at them. He's going to go ahead. He gets in with the Corsairs, and he gets in with the chariot. The Hydra fails both rolls. This chariot charges into my Black Orcs, and that's just going to suck for me. And more impact hits, and he gets in. Boom! Like so. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And, yeah. Shooting phase. These guys are going to... these guys rallied. And they shoot at my goblins. As you can see, I only have like 14 goblins left or so. Over here, close combat. This is... I love this unit so fucking much. I challenge with my champion. He has to accept. Now, Koopa already killed the champion and the BSB in the other unit. So he has to accept with the general. He rams the shit out of my goblin. He got like a 6 on the impact hits too, and just rammed the shit out of him. But the one goblin took it like a champ because he is the champ. Oh my God! My shady gets pop out and kill 2 of those bastards. He goes ahead and he swings because he's elf. He's like initiative 6, and he kills 5 of my guys. Right? Or no, 4 of my guys. Well, my goblins go back. And you know what? My goblins are in horde formation. I have a shit ton of attacks. Got the BSB right there. Holy crap. And I kill like 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of his guys. Now, granted, 2 of them were already killed by the freaking Shady Git. So I kill 6 more freaking Corsairs. Holy shit. Holy shit. Those goblins. I'm going to tell you right now. We'll do this right now. He charged. He has a downhill charge. He has 4 wounds from the challenge. He did 4 wounds to my goblins. Okay? That's a total of 10. And 11 for the banner. He has a banner. Okay? My goblins did 8 wounds back. Okay? I have 3 ranks. That puts me at 11 already. I have a banner, I have a BSB, and I have a war banner. His face dropped. He was just like... The game up to this point, Nick was just like cheery and playful and having fun. I'm looking at it like, God damn, I'm getting my ass kicked by fucking chariots. And this moment right here was the swing. This was the turning point that his face... He was just like, the magic sucks in this game. And I'm like, yeah, the magic... I mean, no, yes and no. It does. I don't know. That's up for another... That's another video for another day. So he loses combat. Okay? They both break. The Corsairs break, and his general breaks. I chase the general with everything, because why not? I catch him. I think he just runs off the table, to be honest. His Corsairs run up that way, they get away, they take DTs for running through the Black Orcs, they lose a bunch more just because of DTs. Holy shit, this Goblin Horde just took the freaking game for me. Holy shit. I love this unit. This is one of my favorite units in the game, to be honest. Every time I'm not kidding. Before I even made this video, like I was working out earlier, and I was just thinking, how can I make this unit better? Because they just did that shit. Holy shit. Oh my God. Anyways, over here, close combat. As you can see, he only has 2 guys left in that unit. Close combat over here, his impact hits kills more of my guys. They go ahead and I swing with, I think, great weapons, maybe? I don't remember what I did. Maybe hand weapon shield. Again, I only did 1 wound here onto this guy. I end up killing the altar. He did a bunch of wounds onto my guys. I still stick. I'm still stubborn. He's still going to stay there, center up his guys like this, and it's going to go ahead and start off my turn, his turn, my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. Well, I decide I already got the center. He has no scoring units close enough. His guys rallied over there. He's not going to make it march close enough. If he does, I could just move into the zone. So what I do is I move my goblins so they're not getting seen by everybody behind the building, so I could survive a round of shooting. Because it's going to be turn 6 and that's his last turn, right? He's either got to march onto the objective or shoot me. He can't do both. So I move the goblins like so. I basically just kind of sit here because I got a beautiful shot onto that failed charging Hydra, and my general's bunker will definitely kill that chariot. Magic phase, I got 12 power dice. I go ahead and I do a like a medium or a big fireball onto this guy, do 3 wounds. I go ahead and I do cascading fire on these guys and flaming swords because I just want to get the attribute off, and I end up just doing the freaking fireball attribute at him and I kill him. It might have been shooting. I don't remember. I think it was just the attributes I was just working on, and I killed him with the attributes. Over here, close combat, he kills one of my guys. My guys go back and rip apart the chariots. So it just dies outright. I go ahead and I reform this way, and I make myself smaller. I think I'm only 4 wide right now, just so I could fit and get onto the objective. And it's going to go ahead and start off his turn 6. Those guys don't rally. They keep running. His freaking bolt throwers and stuff are going to probably shoot at my black orcs, but they really don't do much damage. So let's go into shooting. He shoots his bolt throwers into my black orcs, kills a couple here. He ended up moving his Hydra. As you can see, this is my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 6. He moved his Hydra out of line of sight of my Goblins, so I can't like go around and shoot, and it would waste my thing. And I was like, you know what? That Hydra only has 1 wound left, maybe 2. So I moved my Goblin, Baxter, out of the unit to just blast a hole through that guy. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm doing this, but I'm probably going to blow myself up. I am probably going to do double 6s and blow myself up. I move on to the objective. Oh, let's see if it happens. Magic phase, I got 8 power dice. I go ahead and I do the... I thought about it long and hard. I was like, if I do the giant fireball, I am going to kill myself. If I do 4 or 5 dice giant fireball, I am going to kill myself. So I do a medium fireball, I get it off, and I kill the damn Hydra. I was like, it's gonna happen, but it didn't happen. That's all I could really do. Holy crap, was it a bloodbath. I did not expect this game to go the way it did. It just went ridiculously in my favor around turn 4. And I mean, the chariot list, and this is not the first time I played against a Dread Elf chariot list. The chariot list kind of scared me because even though I have all those black orcs, when the chariots come in, they had so many impact hits that it's hard to deal with. I want to do something similar with the Orcs and Goblins, but first off, I don't have that many chariots, and I don't feel like building that many chariots. Even though my chariot, like the Dragon Rammer, is a thing of art. But anyways, so the victory, it was basically a 20-0, but with objective points, scenario points, and all that other stuff that they added in. I got 24. He got like 5. So it was a big win for me. This put me at table 2 at the last round of the tournament. And yeah, so far I'm doing pretty good. I only had 1 loss against Neil, and even that loss wasn't that big of a loss. I think I got 8 or 9 points. And yeah, this is going to be one for the books. MVP, before it goes later in the video, and I got to look for it, is... I want to say it's Koopa. For the simple fact that Koopa killed the BSB and the champ, which allowed me the victory later. But truthfully, the MVP is the Goblin Horde. Baxter and the Horde. They took the MVP for this slot for this game. They racked up points. They got general points. They got the Corsairs points. They freaking were chipping away at his chariots, chipping away at his Hydras. Baxter and the Horde were just freaking the champs. Holy shit, they were awesome, and I gotta give them a shit ton of credit. Anyways, guys, you'll see the points start rolling up right now. I do have them ready this time. I don't have to like actually type it in, but as you can see, if I can find the page where I put them, Black Orcs are sitting pretty. They're at first place on points overall for the whole tournament so far. Next up would be actually Baxter, Baxter got second so far. He's just ripping up points. He got 900 points, almost 1,000 points in this game alone. Bazooka and the Horde, they got 1,400 this round, which just threw him up there. Crom is still at 2,500. Crom might finish decent. We'll see. He might get second. He might get third. He might get fourth. We'll see how the last game goes. I didn't do the points for round 5 yet, so I don't know, but I kind of have an idea. And then the Cave Gobbles are doing good. They're solid at 1,400. The 2 chariots, the Dragon Rammer obviously has a lot more points than Fluffy, and then the Skewers are just pathetic. Actually, Fluffy's doing worse than the Skewers now. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy these videos. I enjoy making them. Guys, if you haven't hit like and subscribe, what are you doing with your life? Go ahead and hit like and subscribe. Guys, I am going to Salamanca, Spain. I do need assistance getting out there, so if you guys could donate anything to my Patreon or to my GoFundMe, $1 to $5, that would be awesome. That would be great. That really helps me out. But besides that, I am going to start throwing up a Patreon giveaway, I guess it is, to the people who are my patrons on Patreon. It's going to be very simple. Your name's going to be picked out of a hat. It's going to be random. The higher the Patreon pays, the more names they get in the hat. I haven't written out all the details, but you're either going to get a model of your choice, a banner of your choice, made, customized by ChiHammer to you. So I want you guys to basically come on. I'm giving you an award, a reward for being my Patreon patron, whatever the word is I'm looking for. All right, and guys, I hope that it incentivizes you to help me out, get to Spain, and it helps you get something really fucking cool in your army. Anyways, or maybe you hate my stuff, and you could just do it based on the fact that you might like just me in general, but hate the way I paint. Oh man. Anyways, guys, that's about it for right now. I am gonna go ahead and get this video wrapped up, and I gotta go ahead and start work again. So I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.